Well, you don't need me to tell you that Stranger Things has been the biggest cultural phenomenon in most of our lifetimes. When the show aired for the first time back in 2016, Jesus Christ, been doing this shit for almost 10 years now, it took the entertainment world by storm, leading to watch parties, cosplays, big ass displays across the world, toys, and even food. Actually, the Surfer Boy pizza, it's not too bad, but be careful with the ice cream. The upside down flavor turns your shit green, and I'm speaking directly from experience here because the last time I tried it, I was on the shitter for a half hour thinking I was turning into the swamp thing. Anyway, well, Stranger Things is back with the fifth and final season, and even though I like the show, there's still some glaring stupidity that we need to go over. Stupidity that shouldn't exist because it took the Duffer Brothers nearly 4 fucking years to put this thing out. Stranger Things Season 5, Part 1. Let's talk about it.
Say what again? Say what again? Say what again? Say what again?
Now, I mentioned this in my Part 1 video on Sunday, so if listening to me bitch is a kink of yours, the link to that video will be at the end of this one. But I just wanted to stress this again. Fuck this intolerable little shit.
Well, that got out of hand.
For the life of me, I don't know what in God's name compelled the writers to not only create this insufferable character, but to also cast the actress that they did, because every time she's on screen and moving her fucking mouth, I'm compelled to starfish myself off the nearest skyscraper just to end my suffering.
Oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh my god! Oh,
Alright, now that I've gotten that out of the way in the most mature, reasonable manner, let's talk about how retarded the military, something that I'm quite knowledgeable in, is in this show. As a precursor, I'm well aware that this is a science fiction universe. Alright, there's not an actual 21-year-old woman who looks like she's 30 but pretending to be 16 running around doing a bunch of psychic shit. So, yes, the military is going to act and be structured differently in the show compared to real life. All I'm doing is applying the rules, inconsistencies, or lack thereof, that exist in this show already. Got it?
I don't believe you.
Also, if you agree or disagree with anything I've said or I'm about to say, feel free to voice your opinion in the comments below. You can be honest too, okay? I don't hold or delete anything, and I do respond to everyone, but the only thing I ask is for you to watch the entire video, get all the context, then form an intelligent opinion. Do we got a deal?
I make that deal.
I don't blame you. Damn good deal.
Great. Now, I got a couple of things I just can't get beyond in this whole quarantine situation, right? Like, I'm not quite sure what made the U.S. Armed Forces believe that slapping metal grating over interdimensional holes would solve, well, really anything. But they did the shit anyway, and not only that, but they didn't evacuate anyone out.
Are you dumb or something?
There's just this town cut off from the rest of the world under military martial law, except not really, because civilians are allowed to have their own radio broadcast and communication network that the military magically can't monitor for some reason. And I don't know about you guys, but if I saw a van at a BMW with DirecTV with the NFL Sunday ticket package attached to the top of it, I'd be pretty fucking curious as to what the hell they're doing.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Just don't worry about it, I guess. My biggest point of contention, though, is their ability, or lack of, to combat the creatures. Demogorgons, Demodogs, Demotentacles, and Demodicks have been a thing for years now in this universe, but it seems like the military hasn't created any kind of countermeasures against them. And if they have, they just don't use them.
What do you mean by that?
Well, in one scene, we see not Sarah Connor talking about a hentai monster and how it thrives in the cold, but it's weakened by heat. And they know that because it's locked up in a containment room with its own thermostat, and they've been performing tests on it. Think about that for a second. They have one of the creatures, which is part of a massive hive mind in a secured, but not really secure lab, where all they have to do is crank a little knob, turn the heat up, and that hurts it. So why don't they use that as a means of defense?
What does that have to do with it?
No. He's got a point.
Yep, we know that all the Dema things operate as a single conscious, right? And when one gets hurt, it affects the others adversely, sometimes even putting them on their asses. So why didn't the military just place a couple of these secure containers with the hentai monsters up at the main base in the case of an attack? Demogorgons come in, hauling 6 shades of shark shit, heat up the hentai monsters, which stuns every creature in the area, shoot them in the fucking face. Or cut them with wine bottles, since apparently those do damage, but 50 cals don't for whatever fucking reason.
Right.
Oh, and what about incendiary rounds? Incendiary grenades, Molotov cocktails, fucking napalm for God's sakes. Why isn't there more fire-based weapons? They've only got like 2 of these fucking retards with flamethrowers knowing damn well their enemy's biggest weakness is fire.
Are you retarded?
I don't get it. And like I said, everything I brought up is stuff they should know because it's been a part of this universe for years now. They just don't, because if they did, we wouldn't have gotten this cool scene where Will uses his super special gay powers to become Vecna for a little bit and do the arm leg snappy thing with some of the worst cataracts that I've ever seen. Speaking of Will, I don't mind that they're still hammering the whole gay thing home, all right? As a matter of fact, I like him better as a character so far this season because they've actually given him something to do other than crying. But I do have a sneaking suspicion his affection for Mike is going to take a really odd turn and do something later on in the story that's going to piss people the fuck off.
Room's starting to spin real fast. Because of gayness.
Like, I don't know. Like, Mike's gonna magically become bi or something, and he and Will are gonna get together. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching here. But after the last 5 years of Netflix's nonstop gay propaganda, I've developed a sort of PTSD affliction with it.
Fucking quiz!
Oh, and speaking of gay, Lord, these segues are almost as convenient as the events of this show. I'm officially on the Robin hate wagon. Unlike a lot of my peers, I've enjoyed the dynamic that Maya Hawke and her character brought to the show, especially in season 4. But the thing is, Robin was always a side character. She always had someone to play off of, someone who could balance out her ADHD-riddled humor, but now that she's getting a bit of solo time and focus this season, everything that comes out of her fucking mouth is cringe-inducing as all hell.
Okay, so I have good news and I have bad news.
Okay, what are you doing
And as
here?
a good friend once said,
You need to shut the fuck up.
I also don't understand why they're putting so much emphasis on her and what's-her-name's relationship. I don't mind her being a lesbian. I actually think she's had the better gay storyline compared to Will, but hot fuck. It's the apocalypse, ladies. Monsters with flowers for heads, hentai-monsters, a Freddy Krueger wannabe, and psychic children are running around. Now's not the time to worry about fucking dinner reservations.
Quiz!
Alright, so that's it. I think I covered all of my major concerns with Stranger Things, Season 5, Part 1. Holy fuck, that's a mouthful.
That's what she said.
Like I said, I think the show is entertaining, and for the most part, I like it. But I don't understand how you can take nearly half a decade to create a season of a show and not have an airtight script. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for checking out my video. I'll talk to y'all later.